Hello again, thanks for tuning in. And based on our previous videos, I came across the digital library of courses available on AWS, and I'm going to show you this one. It has all the courses, so digital training, which is pretty much looks like they're all free, and you can pick and choose. So, which one you want to choose, right? So, if you're an expert, being in the industry, so of course you know what you're looking for depending on your current project or something you may want to learn, right? And there are, I believe, hundreds of them, these trainings available in my opinion. And you can plus minus here depending on the roles, and there can be more courses can be pop up. For example, architect level, if you take out the operations, so it will change. So it all depends, right? What kind of expertise you want to develop. For example, I chose cloud practitioner here. And if you look at it, introduction to AWS solutions. So if you're starting something, you may want to look into some of the fundamentals. So anything fundamental is perfect for you to start with and learn the basics basically. The one I wanted to start here today is with the operation one, and then we can cover fundamentals sometime later. So here is AWS Transfer Family, and that course is available online, and I believe is free, as you can see. And the duration for the course is 50 minutes, so it's not bad. And then you will learn this secure file transfer protocol, and FTP, which is very common, right? So what you're going to learn and why, that's also important. So I'll tell you from the industry what is needed and how companies work and why this solution is more practical, and why this kind of training and projects you need to do, where you can learn yourself also, right? So you can develop your experience. um, it could be anyone, but again, you don't have to be really very much experienced. If you know basic concepts on IT, if you can set up your machine at home, wireless router, and you can install Windows and all that. So those concepts, if you already have that, in my opinion, you are not going to have any issue setting it up. So set up your tenant and start learning. So what you're going to learn, secure shell protocol. So basically you will learn from, you will access these FTP services from shell, secure shell. What are the feature in FTP, what kind of client you're going to support, because it's a FTP or secure file transfer server in the cloud. And then you can access from different clients, and all these things, right? So before I go into that, let's talk about what you're going to learn. So what you're going to learn, what AWS transfer family, right? Secure FTP, and what it does. Basically, what happens in a company, you have a file storage, but again, if you want to transfer the file with your partners with another company, usually people use Dropbox and Google Drive. But that's not safe or secure, because you do not have a lot of control. So if you're in that need, you would want to be leveraging one of these solutions, right? And this is where you can tell, hey, this is our secure FTP server, for example, SFTP, which will be eventually your AWS S3, right? And you can host it in AWS, and you can give them access, of course, with their username and password, and then they will connect. So in this case, you have the full control of your file, which could be a company's property, proprietary stuff. So it's not somewhere on unmonitored, unmanaged Google Drive or Dropbox or Box or OneDrive, right? So they are there in the cloud, and that's why it makes the most sense where you can have it. Now, it is secure also. Then uh, it's available in the cloud, so it's highly available. It's not unlike your company, or you, unless you have more than one data center. So it's by default it's high available there, and you can also enhance those. So something you'll have to look into that, and you can monitor the usage. Absolutely very practical, because some people can download 4 terabyte and some may need only 1 terabyte, so you can do monitoring it. uh, and then along those areas. And that's why it is intended for architect also as well as administrator. So administrator, you will be able to configure it, and an architect who can just go and tell them, hey, you should be using this solution and do not use any legacy or solution. It could be some compliance, then again you don't, or some data leakage stuff. So that's why you don't have to put or use Google Drive and all that. These are the recommendation, but again, in my opinion, for this particular task, I would not really bother. Just go and set it up your lab and start doing it. And now come back to here, right? So managing host name, cloud-based solution, virtual private cloud, and all that stuff. And then yeah, so you basically needs to do all these things in your lab. So go watch the video and then start practicing and do it one by one. That's what it will make you, learn, and it's eventually and for sure going to help you in your next job. So I hope you like it. If you have any comments and suggestions, let me know. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.